Okay, today we are going to discuss how to calculate a startup costs of a business. So, you first one, calculate your business startup cost before you launch. The key to successful business is preparation. Before your business opens its doors, you will have bills to pay. Understanding your expenses will help you launch successfully. Calculating startup costs helps you estimate profits, conduct a break-even analysis, seek a loan, attract investors, save money with tax deduction. Identify your startup expenses. Most businesses fall into one of three categories: brick and mortar business, online business, and service provider. You will face different startup expenses depending on your business type. There are common startup costs you are likely to have no matter what. Look through the following list and make sure to add any other expenses that are unique to your business. Office space, equipment and supplies, communications, utilities, licenses and permits, insurance, lawyer and accountant, inventory, employee salaries, advertising and marketing, market research, printed marketing materials, making a website, etc. Estimate how much your expenses will cost. Once you have your list of expenses, you can estimate how much they will actually cost. This process will be different for each expense you have. Some expenses will have well-defined costs. Permits and license tend to have clear, published costs. You might have to estimate other costs that are less certain, like employee salaries. Look online and talk directly to mentors, vendors, and service providers to see what similar companies pay for expenses. Add up your expenses for a full financial picture. Once you have identified your business expenses and how much they will cost, you should organize your expenses into one-time expenses and monthly expenses. One-time expenses are the initial costs needed to start the business. Buying major equipment, hiring a logo designer, and paying for permits, licenses, and fees are generally considered to be one-time expenses. You can typically deduct one-time expenses for tax purposes, which can save you money on the amount of taxes you will owe. Make sure to keep of your expenses and talk to your accountant when it is time to file your taxes. Monthly expenses typically include things like salaries, rent, and utility bills. You will want to count at least 1 year of monthly expenses, but counting 5 years is ideal. Add up your one-time and monthly expenses to get a good picture of how much capital you will need and when you will need it, right? Use your startup cost calculations to get startup funding. It is a good idea to create a formal report of your expected startup costs. You want it in a format that is clear and easy to understand. Investors and lenders compare expected costs to projected revenue and determine the potential for your business to profit. So we are going to in today's session. As the next session, we are discussing about business funding. So, thank you and have a nice